What's up, y'all? I'm gonna be setting up a chems deck today with a couple parts that I won when I was at Corydon, Indiana. They were doing a spot battle on their fingerboarding table that they installed. It's pretty sweet. But I like the shape of this. It's kind of a square mold from DK. It's pretty low kicks, but I like that anyways. It's a 32 by 98, and I've got that tape to put on it. I'm gonna do a little grip design you guys will see in a minute. These trucks and wheels, these are just China trucks, and I've got Rocco FSB bushings to put in them. You'll see in a second. And then I'm pretty sure these are Rocco urethane wheels. You can get them on chems for like 13 bucks. But I like the trucks a lot, being that they are not inverted. They're okay still. Especially for, I mean, you could probably pick them up for 12 bucks. But here's the bushings. They're all kind of bubbled, but they're not cones. I don't know. I've had decent luck with them before. I dig it. And these are the what else I won. I won some pipsqueaks, and I was super duper happy about it because these things are like $35. And this is their FR shape, which is different from the F1, 2s, and 3s. Here's the grip design I'm thinking of going for. I like the long vertical split, and then I've got some weird, it's for mouse texturing, but I thought it would work cool on a fingerboard. Something like this. I'm gonna start off just by taking the wheels off and everything. You don't have to watch all of them, but I might throw these wheels on my old setup. I had P-Rep urethane wheels and they held out great and they're still working good, but I think it's time to try something new. Here I go, just testing the four bearings I'd pick out, just because I know sometimes one or the other might not sound too great when you roll it. It comes with lock nuts. You can get the complete from DKFSB. Um, it's got their blanks on there and everything, but you can't really find this blank complete on Chem's website, which is what I was trying to do. Got the trucks all set up. Now it's time to change the bushings out because these ones are a little stiff for my liking. I like real loose trucks, and not loose to the point where they're sloppy and flopping around, but I like them when I can carve good, and it just makes me feel like I land straighter. Get rid of these old hard bushings and put on these nice soft white ones. Only thing I think that would make these trucks even better is if they were inverted, but they come with pivot cups, everything you need. Okay, got one set up. Now it's a little comparison between how well they moved, and the nut is tightened down equally the same. The blue ones were just pretty hard, as opposed to these I got from Amazon off Rocco FSB. Here's my old setup. It's got leaf eyes, so I know leaf eye and all the drama, but let me know if you guys want to see a setup review on this. I've been riding it for a lot longer, and I've been thinking about putting these Rocco FSB urethane wheels on it. Here we go, set up the other truck. Nice. I like them. I like that they're chrome finished. Being that they have a kingpin, it kind of helps them slide a little. The mold is higher kicks, but low concave, which I'm completely used to. It comes with standard black hardware. The leaf eyes I had came with silver hardware, but I think that's because some of the older leaf eyes come with unthreaded base plates, which is very, very, very hard to set up and almost not worth it. I've broken a couple uh, screws trying to put on leaf eyes before. I did not actually know who this board was made by until I took the top grip off so that I could see the top ply. That's why there's cuts in it, but it won't affect anything. And let me know how I can improve the videos, you guys. It's my first time really using a MacBook to edit, and I'm trying to learn what I'm doing. I actually did find a chem sticker while I was there, and that just worked perfectly. The board is not engraved on the bottom ply like a lot of their blanks are, but I think this one came pretty much directly from Rocco, or no, excuse me, DKFSB. One truck seemed like it was a lot looser. I'm thinking that these bushings probably weren't all exactly the same, but you'll get that when buying off of Amazon. I'm going to take a quick alcohol pad over the whole thing before I try to start putting the grip on, just so that I don't have any old residue or little black pieces hanging off the side. Alright, thanks for watching, you guys. This is the complete. I'm just kidding, we ain't got grip on. This came from a grip set for a mouse and keyboard, and it's got the little cube design, so I took an X-Acto knife and cut it out, and I thought, man, that would look perfect in the gap between the grip. So I like to line it up with the bolts, just so I have some frame of reference. Alright, here's the that tape. It's not going to obviously fit this way, so I'm going to have to cut some of it here. Just make sure to cut it as straight as possible if you're trying to recreate the grip that I've done. Look at that, just perfect. Sorry about the thunder if you guys hear it. It's storming where I'm at. I like to put my grip on like a real board, center first. I think I did a pretty good job of getting it right along the mouse grip texturing stuff. I don't know really what to call it. You could probably find it on Amazon just by looking up um, mouse grip stickers. Alright, I got everything pressed on really nice, and now it's time to get to cutting it. I still prefer to use this little piece of sandpaper tool that I got from a setup a long time ago. It just works great, and I know you can use metal, but I always seem to mess that up some way or another. Okay, got half of it done. Always save your excess grip for the bottom sides of ramps. Oh, that was loud. I like to go at a downward motion or just use the side of the file, not super aggressively on top of it, because you'll have a angled grip tape, and unless you're into that, I wouldn't want that. Alright, now we're going to take an X-Acto knife, which you, disclaimer, should not be using without parents' supervision and consent. I am an adult, therefore I don't get to have any consent or supervision. Sorry about the camera if it's shaking back and forth and side to side. I don't have a tripod yet, so I need a makeshift thing here. But I just cut it along the lines of the grip that is already there so that it looks uniform. Careful not to move the blade too much, just kind of chop with it. Then I'll go take a once over with the grip tape, just to make sure there's no little excess bits of glue on the sides. And then you'll go over it once more with your alcohol wipe, just so you can make sure there's no sticky spots and no excess foam grip on the sides. And that's the setup. I like a lot how it turned out, and I think that I will be buying from Chems again for sure. You know, when I was a kid and I started, it was all just P-Rep everything, but now we've got a lot of brands that are really looking out to the beginners. But here's a kickflip test. It's probably not going to be the best. It's been a long time since I fingerboarded. Well, it's been about a week. I think it's a very clean setup, though I like it a lot. Almost 3 tries. There was a 4th try, and then that was the 5th. And honestly, I think I landed it pretty decent. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe.